Morning guys, yeah, I'm just checking I've got everything I need. I think the stream's all working okay. I'm just getting some pens and bits ready. And then yeah, we'll crack on with what's this, part 7. Yeah, who knows how many parts this is going to take. Right, yeah, I think I've got everything, so let's crack on. Right, let's just change that. Yeah, morning guys, hope you're all well. Part 7. I can't believe I did 2 yesterday, nuts. But yeah, it's coming on. I made obviously loads of panels last night with you guys and one of the live streams. So I've got lots of panels that I can sort of start decking this out with. And also I'll be using the panels to curve to do like the, well, air intake, whatever things at the front or part of the engine. Yeah, we should be able to get a fair bit done this morning, hopefully. Yeah, I've got my coffee. Has anyone else got their coffee? A little coffee morning. But yeah, I hope you're all well. I will have a little shout out of who's here in just a second. Alright, let's scroll back up because I saw there was obviously a bit of chat before I came on. Andre's here, awesome, good to see you, buddy. Dr. Functional, that's a name I don't think I've seen before. Maybe a lurker. Good to have you here though. Alan's here, Steve's here, cool. With his whiskey, maybe not. Chaplane 1112 is here. Cat's here. Good to see you, Cat. You actually made it before a live stream started. Yeah, well, obviously it's well, crazy early in the morning for you, isn't it? Steve, High Marshal Sprue. yeah, still need to work on the name really, I guess. D Keenan 2, I'm not doing the interior, no, purely because it's going to take a good 3-4 weeks of a lot of work to get this done as a shell. To try and mess about doing the interior, both the top and obviously the underneath, would just take too much time. As much as I don't mind taking a lot of time on a build, to do all that interior stuff when, I say, I'm never ever going to use this. If I can sell it, I'll sell it. If I can't sell it, it may well go to the bin because I've just not got the room for it. So I really don't want to spend time doing an interior that would never ever really be seen. I'm happy to spend loads of hours doing the outside, especially when obviously this is going to get coated in goo sprue and then sanded. So this is going to be lovely and smooth and sleek. I don't mind spending a lot of time doing that. I don't really want to spend a lot of time doing the interior on something that's never going to be seen or possibly even used. So yeah, no interior on this one. But hey ho. Yeah, so talking about the Sprue. I say I really like that Sprue. I think it fits really well. I know a lot of other YouTubers, they do have sort of nicknames or names for the people that watch. So I'm thinking of obviously calling you guys Sprue. Just 'cause I think it's quite a fun sort of name. But as I'm getting nearer 50,000 subs, I am going to do a giveaway. It's only going to be a small giveaway, but I'm going to make some coins up. Kind of like this, I guess. So a coin like that. Obviously on this side it says Miniature Hobbyist, my face, I love nibbly knobbly bits. And then on the reverse, I was going to have it put the word Sprue, and then I'm going to number every single one. So if anyone bought these, it'll have a unique number. So it'd be like 001, 002, upwards. But then what I'll do is I'll print these off, paint them, and I'm looking at getting these little cases that you put them in, so it sort of sits on your desk. Again, I'll go for that another time because it's only what I'm sort of currently thinking about. But it would be quite nice. Well, I think the one for 50k, rather than saying I love nibbly knobbly bits, it would say 50,000 subscriber special or something. But yeah, definitely have Sprue on the back though, and then numbers. Anyway, that's another video. So yeah, so you say yesterday in the live stream, I made loads of panels. I think the weather, because it's cold, they've all come out wrinkly. Normally when I do like thin panels, I say because I did 6, I think. Normally out of 6, I would get, well, normally about half would come out real smooth and nice. and maybe on one side it might be a bit textured. But all 6 of these have come out wrinkly. So I'm not sure if they're drying too quick or too slow because of the cold weather. I'm not sure. But again, for this, it doesn't matter because I'm just going to coat the thing in sprue goo anyway. This is purely so I can get a cover over this that isn't sort of the thick panels, basically. But yeah, so I was a bit surprised that none of them come out smooth. Most bizarre. But the good thing is they all are still flexible. So I'll be able to do the curve for these bits at the front. So, cool. Cat, too early for coffee. Oh yeah, you don't want to be drinking coffee, you'd never get to sleep. Grandal Freak, when I finish this, and I do the video for this, I am obviously going to say how much this weighs. So I won't know how many sprues I've used, but by the weight of this, I'm sure someone could possibly work out a rough guesstimate at how many sprues, and I will say how much acetone I've used as well. It's a pounce. Someone will buy that. Yeah, see, I don't know, because obviously I'm going to go with YouTube, eBay, because that's the only thing I've got to sell things on. I've never sold on there before. I say, it's just the fact this is going to be quite heavy. I mean, it's already quite heavy, and I've got to put the wings on either side, and say there's a lot more underneath that needs curving out. So the weight it is now, even though it feels heavy, it could well be double whatever it is now. I should have weighed it this morning, really. I think tomorrow's live stream, I'm going to weigh this, just to see what sort of weight we're at the moment. Yeah, Cat, give it away. Again, though, they would need to, well, come here and pick it up in person, or pay £100 or whatever it's going to cost to ship it. But my favourite name, Blarfarkle Face 19 from Canada. Trying to reset my internal clock, so I finally managed to catch a live stream. Well, you've been away somewhere that your time scales have all gone out. Andre is a Sprueligan. D. Keenan, place an object. Yeah, sometimes I do place books on these. The only problem then is, because what I generally do is when I roll these out, I roll them out, leave them for, I don't know, about 2-3 hours, because obviously it has 2 bits of acetone on it. I leave it for 2-3 hours and then take one sheet off. Because if you don't take one sheet off, that's when you tend to get more creases in it, because this starts to crease as this sort of shrinks. Plus, if you left the 2 there and put a book on top, it would take a lot longer for it to dry out. But you'd still then probably find that when you took this off, I mean, so this, you can see like there's crinkle lines in this. I say, did I use a new? Yeah, no, I used the new sheets. So yeah, so basically when these dry out, they obviously contract a bit, which obviously contracts this paper, which is why they get wrinkles. So that's why generally I take this off within about an hour or 2, just so it has a chance of staying nice and flat. But I say, I think it's the weather. I think it is because it's getting colder. I say, I don't know if that's making it dry quicker or take longer. I'm not sure. But either way, all of these have crinkles. But I say, these ones don't need to be perfect. So, I don't mind. Right, let's crack on. Let's get some panels on this. I say, the good thing with these panels is, even though they are crinkly, which I don't mind, you can still cut them really nice with scissors, which is cool. So, I think I'm going to start by doing the outer bit and then the bit on top. Or was I going to put some more supports? Yeah, I think I'm going to put a few more supports on this. Again, whenever I build something, even if it's like DIY building things, I always make things so they're kind of indestructible. I like things to be very secure and safe and built to last. So yeah, we're going to put some more supports on this whole thing. So we'll start by doing that. Look, I can get the clips in my hand. So yeah, I hope everyone is well. Morning TCS even designs. So the usual kind of thing today, guys. Streaming wise, 9 till 12. Any questions to me at Miniature Hobbyist, just say highlights on my screen in orange. Just going to say, I will be looking up at obviously the comments every now and then, but sometimes I might miss a comment and it might get scrolled off the top. So yeah, I am definitely running out of sprues now, because I made all those panels last night. Obviously, I made up some more sprue goo, so I cut up a load more sprues to put in the acetone, and I think I am now down to about 20 sprues. So there's a fair chance I might actually, for the first time, I think since receiving sprues from you guys, I might actually run out of sprues, which I never thought I would say. Frederick, any plans on doing Tyranid terrain, organic, wrinkly shaped would work well? Yeah, well again it's that usual thing. I mean at the moment I've already got about 4 projects on the go. So sometimes it can take a while to get around to things. Obviously this thing kind of jumped the queue. So I was doing other stuff. Basically I was in the middle of doing a big D&D like terrain piece. And I was making my own grass for that, and bits and pieces like basing stuff. So I was doing that, but then someone mentioned, say, this. Obviously, I had a look for. Oh, that looks fantastic. I'll build it. So yes, this has kind of jumped the queue on other projects that I'm actually halfway through. But obviously, this project's going to take a while. So I am still doing bits of the other ones, but obviously, a lot of my time is going on this just purely because this is so big. I mean, admittedly, if I wasn't live streaming, I would get this done about 3 times quicker, easily. But I like live streaming, so it's a bit of fun. But it does slow me down a lot, because obviously I'm chatting a lot more, which is fine. You can never have too many cross members, cross beams, whatever you want to call them. Well, I'm kind of thinking something should really be here as well, I think. And one more underneath, and then we can start doing some paneling, I think. Now I've cut it too short. Man, try not to touch the glue and I end up touching more glue. Oh man. Yeah, so this is why I hate super glue. It sticks to your fingers and then bits stick to your fingers and it just all sticks to your fingers. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a second to dry before trying to put that bottom one on. Let's give that a second. Yeah, Lazarus. Obviously, what you sent wasn't a link because it didn't have the HTTP www bit. It was just, well, it was just text. So when I copied and pasted what you did send, it took me to a front page. Well, it didn't even take me to a front page. It took me to Google, and it listed all the things. So there was nowhere for me to sort of even see where you were, basically. So yeah, so when you do the link, obviously if you go up the top and just copy and paste what's at the top of your bar, it'll have the https/www and then the rest of it. But I tried putting all that in and it didn't seem to like it. But yeah, if you have another go, when you're on next, have another go. And then yeah, so it's only because because normally I don't go to bed until about half 11, 12. But I think yesterday, because I did 2 live streams and I was going to be up obviously to do another one this morning, I went to bed about 10:30 because I was just pooped. Morning, Will. Do I have a link to the camera setup I'm using? I think there is a video that shows my whole setup. Yeah, I'm sure there is. Yeah, I've done a video that shows my setup. Basically, the one that you're looking at me on is a Logitech webcam. The one over here is a phone, but this one's going to be changing soon because the lovely Aisha has brought me a webcam, which will be arriving Friday. So this picture will be better quality when that turns up. And obviously, I just use a normal phone whenever I'm just sort of videoing, basically. What's this? Atlas, have you asked me if I want to do the D&D with you guys? Maybe. Right. Yeah, so try and find the link. Because obviously if you look at my links down below, they all start with, well, HTTP and then all the rest of it. But say your link wasn't a link. It only had the last sort of few bits. So there was something missing. Because again, when you put links, obviously it highlights it in blue. And then when you put your mouse over it, you can click on it. Well, your ones weren't in blue and weren't clickable, basically. But anyway, try again. Rub a bit of hand cream in my fingers. Will help with the CA from sticking. Ah, okay. Unfortunately, I don't have any hand cream. Oh, right, you're going to pull this away because it's got a bit warm now. Right. Oh, my nose. So I've still got this cold. Do me nothing. Blah, farkle face. I could say that all day long. Blah, farkle face. How do I set up the camera for taking pictures of models? I sort of get that and then just point and then just click. that's kind of it really. I mean, some of the thumbnails I used to do, I've got like a black sheet of paper, put that behind, and then put the model on top, and then obviously I've got the I've got these lights. Woo, blinded by the light. I've got the lights, so you can shine that. Also, I moved that around so it's shined just on the model, and that makes everything behind it look black. Is that the ones you're talking about? But I've kind of stopped doing them now because I've kind of found. I like looking on YouTube to find out obviously how to make a YouTube channel grow and work and all the rest of it. And obviously one of the big ones was thumbnail. It kept saying, oh yeah, get the right thumbnail, because obviously that's what people click on. But I've kind of found it doesn't matter if I spend ages setting up a model on a black background and moving the lights around and then taking a picture, and then even taking that picture into Lightroom and adjusting it and all the rest of it. I've found it doesn't really matter if I do like a thumbnail that's taken me sort of half hour to sort of set up, take, do, to me just using a thumbnail from the actual video. It seems to be more to do with the actual title and content more than anything that gets views from videos. So yeah, that's why I've not bothered doing any, like taking ages to do a thumbnail. For this I might do something different, because I'm going to move all the ArtStation stuff off my desk, have the camera over there somewhere, pointing this way, and obviously I'm going to be like behind this, just so obviously when you see the thumbnail, you'll see the scale of this compared to me. Just because this thing is big. What do I use to edit? I use Power Director. I think it was software that cost. I'm going to use a bit of UV resin. I think it was software that cost about £16. I've had it for, I don't know, about 9 years. So I've had the software ages. I say it was pretty cheap, but it's easy to use. Especially if you don't need many functions, you just need the basics. I'm just going to use some UV resin because I've cut this one a little bit short. And I'm getting bored of keeping cutting them. So a bit of UV resin at the bottom, just to sort of give it that bit of height. So when you keep saying you're going to pin it to the stream, what stream? If you're pinning it to your stream, I can't get it because I can't get to your stream. I'm not sure, because I saw your comment this morning, but I'm not sure what you mean by pin it to the stream. Well, this stream. Because if you're doing it to your stream, that won't help because I can't get to your stream. I don't know, I'm getting lost on what's going on here, lads. Description. Morning, buddy. Morning to you, mate. You're sat there working along. Awesome. Right, so I think I am now ready to start paneling. So say I'm going to do the outer edge first, and then the bits on top, and then see what happens. So say these panels have come out really wrinkly. Not too sure why. So it might be the because it's getting colder now in the evenings. But again, I really am going to, everything on this is going to get a layer of sprue glue, whether it's like a thin layer or thicker layers. It's going to get gooed. Yeah, so I've now got like an extra little cutting mat on the area where I normally don't work, apart from my keyboard and other stuff. Yeah, so Graphics Direct, guys, if you're after cutting mats, go and have a look at Graphics Direct. They do a nice variety, nice prices, and obviously they kindly sent me these, so it'd be nice to obviously return the favour for them sending me some cutting mats to try and get people to go there to obviously buy cutting mats. Well, obviously only if you're after a cutting mat. Yeah, kind of makes sense. Alright, let's have a little looky. I think I know what these are. Is it 4? 4. Oh, that's a bit above 4, but that's fine. 4 seems to be the magic number. Harry Taylor, good day from Aussie. Bill's coming along. Yeah, it's coming along. It's yeah, I would say it's not coming along as quick as I want it to, but like I always say, I'm never really in a rush. It's the journey that's the fun bit, not the destination. Especially if the destination is going to get thrown out the window just to see if it flies or not. It would be quite funny though. Although, yeah, I'll have to wait because there's out one of my windows that I'll probably throw it out of. It's the car park, but directly below my window is someone else's car. Obviously lives in the flats where I am, so I'll have to wait till they were out because then I could launch it out that window. And obviously I'll set some cameras up just to film it. Yeah, just to see if it kind of like floats at all or just goes down like a brick. Obviously I'm thinking it'll just go down like a brick, because this doesn't really look very aerodynamic. It's very, very solid, very chunky, and the wings aren't that big in comparison to all the weight that's in this. Not that I know much about aerodynamics and planes and all that, but just looking at this, it doesn't look like it would work. But obviously it's got super powered jets or whatever, so I'm guessing that's how it works. Stuart Perry, any ideas on colours? Yes, morning to you as well. I'm keeping this as simple as possible, and because it is so big, it's going to take a lot of paint. So basically I'm going to paint the whole thing in black primer, because I like black, so all in black, and then it's going to get a light dry brush in silver, just to give it that little bit of a metallic look. And then, because on this there are some like thin like panel gaps, like thin bits between panels. If I manage to do those, I might do those in an orange, just because I love orange. Orange is my favourite colour. But other than that, it's going to be nice and simple. Alright, I think that'll do. Oh, that's video. I need a video, guys. I don't exactly forget. Well, I do kind of forget. But I was looking through the footage, and I've got a load of footage already. So I always say this, but normally the videos I like making are between 8 and 15 minutes, because I think that's kind of like a nice time to sit and watch. Whereas this, I think, is going to be a lot longer. So I'm not sure whether to do this in 2 videos or 1, but it'll be longer than, well, probably longer than 20 minutes. 25 minutes maybe half hour, I'm not sure. Alright. Let's go bigger. And then I can also say that it's all framed up. I've got my nice thin panels. And obviously we're going to start paneling here. And then we can come in close. There we go. I've got something 3D printing, just wanted to check. Start making a few funny little noises just then. Stuff it with fireworks. Now that's an idea. That'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? That'd be cool. Steve, I can get you various spray colours from the warehouse. Yeah, I'm thinking just black. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, say black would be great. Steve, yeah. We need to try and sell it, not blow it up. Yeah, the channel needs more money. I need money. I have no money. Well, so you never know. I'm going to stick it on, say, eBay and see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? Yusai Fudu, maybe? Probably got that well wrong. Good day from Vietnam. Good day to you. Really feel to see the whole bunch of sprue with people who used to get rid of Taylor Hughes spaceship. That's it, yeah. That's it, yeah. What normally goes in the bin or sits in drawers and cupboards for forever is getting turned into something that's quite mahoosive. I might just bend it around, don't I? Oh no, we'll cut it just as a. Well, I say it's probably a smoother edge. Yeah, let's just bend it round. I'm silly cutting it, but I can just bend it like Beckham, but obviously not quite. Oh, Lion, I've at least £500 on my desk. Where? I can't see it. Well, as I say, I reckon in sort of materials, glue, acetone, that kind of stuff, I reckon this is going to cost about £50–60, I think, to make. Obviously, I don't include time in making this because obviously I'm having fun. This is what I'm doing. I love doing this. So not including time, so about £50–60 I reckon, maybe a little bit more, but not much more on materials. So say if someone wanted to buy it for what I paid in materials, then yeah, I'd be happy. So it purely is because there's no room in my place to keep this. It's just too big to put anywhere. I mean, as it is, I've got lots of things that I've built over the last year sitting over there, gathering dust. I've not touched them. I've not used them. I obviously don't play with them. Well, so quite a lot of the stuff my kids have got now. So I've only got a few bits. So the thing that I would never ever get rid of is obviously the Sprue Burger and the Orc Wizard Tower. They're my two favourite things that I've built, and they're things that I would never part with. Anything else, yeah, it can go, sort of thing. Right, so there's part of one side done. Quite a nice curve. Yeah, I think I'm pleased with that. Yeah, because this thing really is curved all over. So like you've got this bit that goes curved round, but even that's got a little bit of a curve. Oh, I never cut my nails. Apologies for my dirty nails, guys. I was going to cut them this morning, and literally I woke up at 8:10, got ready, got my coffee, sat down, live streamed. I was going to cut them, so apologies for my dirty fingernails. Normally I cut my nails quite often, but somehow I haven't cut them. Yes, there's like curves everywhere, which is why again, everything you see, it doesn't matter if it looks manky, it is going to get a layer of sprue glue and then sanded. So, Damon, is it possible to score and fold the sprue panels like card? Yeah, I don't see why not. But I say with that one, it's just a case of just bending it, and it's sort of bent and it's given a nice sort of 90-degree angle. So. Yeah, although scoring, I've made this super thin. I mean, you probably could have a go at scoring it, but it would almost cut through it because, I say, the small score would still almost go. I mean, this is literally, well, in parts, it's like 1mm. Well, these edges aren't even that. These are almost see-through bits. But yeah, it's not far off being like plastic card. Sprue card. Right. This is more the logical dilemma than anything. the pure size of it, having to keep trying to move it around to get to bits, which obviously means sometimes you won't see a very good angle of what I'm doing. But yeah, I can't help that, I'm afraid, sometimes. Cool. Right, I'll stay on this side as I'm on this side. Right, question is, have I made enough of these panels? So I made 6, but obviously, because they obviously don't come out in a nice sort of shape, obviously I have to trim lots of bits off. So I'm hoping I've got enough to literally just do this bit. Well, time will tell, I guess. These have come out. Yeah, hanging from the ceiling, Steve. Again, I'm in a one-bedroom flat. The room's only about, I don't know, 10 by 10, 12 by 12. Yeah. No. I'd rather launch it out the window. Fly, baby, fly. Especially with some fireworks attached to the back or inside it. That would be that'd be quite funny. Oh yeah, just take it to an open field, get some fireworks, put them in the back, and see if it actually takes off. So I think there's more chance of me doing that now actually than throwing it out the window. Yeah, try and shove it with fireworks and see if it can actually like take off a little bit, or if it just goes. Yeah, so that'd be a good video. We'll wait to see. Andre, will I make identical bits like the cannons or by hand, or make a mould? Yeah, with the cannons, I'm going to make one out of, I don't know, plasticine maybe. Yeah, make a mould of it and then cast loads. So this guy just seems to have got a funny colour. Oh, it's blue. That's a bit bizarre. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, going to make one, make a mould of it, and then obviously just cast loads in Superglue. Pardon me. Also, it will probably take off in one piece. Probably not, no. Yeah, it'll just explode and bits will be like launched everywhere. Cat, I was going to try and stay up a bit longer for the stream, but I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, bless. I mean, what was it, about 3 o'clock? Nearly 4 o'clock where you are? So yeah, get some sleep. I won't be live streaming tonight. I say I'm going to live stream tomorrow morning, Friday morning. I might live stream Friday night. I'm not sure. Again, basically it's going to depend on how I'm on with this, really. But yeah, I might stream Friday night just to help, so the Americans can see me a bit better. I might leave the back bit for the moment, because the back bit on this has a variety of bits coming in and out and doing stuff, so it's not worth covering this if I'm going to add more frame to it. Yeah, because I'm sure this bit actually protrudes further than the bottom bit, so we'll leave that bit. We'll come back round to this side, we'll do this side, and then we can do the roof. The roof is on fire. Cool. Well, this has got loads of nibbly knobbly bits I should have really cut off. Fancy me leaving nibbly knobbly bits on. I think the rest will be okay. Okay, I will leave the system stream running. Ah, bless you. And just mute my system. It's almost 2. Oh, 2. Okay. Have a good morning, John. Yeah, you have a good morning too, Kat. Well, have a good night, good sleep, and then have a good morning. Yeah, this stuff cuts lovely. In fact, this stuff probably cuts easier and better than plasticard. Because that's it just feels so easy to cut. This is really nice. Alright. Right, let's have another look at some reference pictures just so I can gauge this. Morning, Cyber Matt. Morning, Brad. Right, taking a bit more shape. And now we'll have a go at just covering the top. Definitely need a bigger desk. A studio would be nice. Yeah, cheers for saying that, Steve. Although good old Streamlabs seems to be quiet this morning. I think he sort of works when he wants to work, doesn't he, old Streamlabs? Pops on, says a few things, then pops off. No room. Brad, if you win the lotto, you'll get me a studio. Cheers, buddy. Oh, well, I do obviously do the lotto every like Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday, all of them ones. Got an email this morning saying, good news, you've won on the lottery. Go check, obviously, what you've done. And it's like, oh, I mean, the thing is that all I would want is, well, £1 million obviously be amazing. But just even win 20 grand, I'd be really happy. But it's £8.50, and it's like, oh. You get all excited for a split second. You're all excited that it might be something worth sort of while. Yeah, £8.20. Oh well, you got to be in it to win it, I guess. Streamlabs doesn't like you. Darn thing won't load your camera. Oh wow. Yeah, I must admit, Streamlabs. I haven't really had any issues with Streamlabs other than the cloud bot not doing its job and coming on and saying like, subscribe and all that kind of stuff, which it should do. I mean, it's set to do it every sort of 40 texts. or every sort of 40 messages you guys do, it should jump up and say, please like, subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. But it does nothing. A lazy, good for nothing robot. Oh, let's go do a few more and then we can just slice along loads of them. Oh, this is a nice big wide one. Yeah, I've definitely got enough. So yeah, this one's really come out weird. So at the bottom of this, obviously big old sort of like gaps, pocket holes. But again, if you're making sort of terrain or texture or basing of any kind, these panels, I mean, some of them are just awesome because that's got more texture than you can throw a stick at. But obviously the other side's a little bit better, but still wrinkly. More wrinkly than my forehead. And that's saying something. Man, that wasn't fit that one, was it? No. Oh. Nah, we'll go that way. So I've got Steve to do it instead. Yeah, Steve kindly pops up every now and then and leaves little comments about subscribing, liking, sending sprues my way, all the good stuff, and answering any questions as well sometimes, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, it's a different bot. How are we doing on likes, watches and thumbs up? $49 watching. Oh, it's just jumped up. 49. Because a second ago it said 49 watching, 48 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down. So it's like, oh, the thumbs down is in amongst the group, but they've gone. Oh, let's do some filming of this as well. Again, it might stay in, it might not, but at least I'll have it. How am I making all the curvy panels? The curvy panels are basically made with sprue sheets bent, so that'll help make some of the curvy bits. And then I'm going to use sprue goo over the whole thing, and with the sprue goo I can like use that to sort of make any other curvy bits, because some of the curvy bits have curvy bits. So yes, it's going to be sprue goo everywhere, and then a good old sanding everywhere. So I say it may well take me the same sort of time it's taken me to build the basic sort of shape of this. It might well take me that time again to cover this in sprue goo and sand it. Because I always say the main thing with the sprue goo is you can't put it on too thick, otherwise it'll just sag into a heap at the bottom. So you have to, like with the sprue burger. Again, if you haven't seen the video how I made this, go and take a look, because it hasn't got many views, and yet this is my favourite build ever, and yeah, it's not getting any love, which I was a bit upset with, but then I thought, blow it, I love it. That's all that matters. Yeah, if you have a look at this, obviously this is made the same way I'm making this bit here. I made this. I built a framework inside this, like this. Then I covered this in sheets, like this. And then I put sprue goo over the top. But again, I had to build it up in layers. Because if you put too much sprue goo in one go, it'll just gravity will just put it down and it'll just sag off. Sag off? Doesn't sound quite like proper English, but never mind. So yeah, so it's going to be built up in layers, and obviously when you build it up, you have to put the sprue goo on there, leave it overnight, or at least a good 12 hours or more, before you can put another bit of layer of sprue goo over the top. Because like, if it is really thick, it will just take days and days and days to dry, which obviously is no good if you want to go and sand it. So that's why it's going to be built up with quite a lot of levels or layers, and then sanded. So I say this this is going to take me quite a while to build. But that's why I say I am working on other little projects. I've got a few big projects as well that have been put on the sideline because this popped up. But I've got a few other little things I'm doing. Just because I obviously want to keep getting a video out every week. So the video coming out this week, or hopefully, because I'm still filming it, is using blue stuff to make moulds of Necromunda floor panels and then filling them with Superglue. So again, because YouTube seems to like me doing sprue videos, so I'm going to keep doing sprue videos because I think you guys like sprue videos. So yeah, so the video coming out this week is using blue stuff to make moulds of Necromunda floor tiles and then casting them in Superglue, basically. But that's if I can get it out in time. So I'm still making the video. It should be out. I can't see why it won't be. I think I'm going to try and get it finished tomorrow, so be ready for Friday. I think I'm going to have to order some more glue today, so I don't think this glue is going to last a whole lot longer. Steve the Bot. Smith a Day, hiya buddy. You missed the last few. Well, you can always go back and watch them. Yeah, cheers Steve, cheers for that. Yeah, so I think I'm going to need to buy another little pot just because for tomorrow and Friday. But yeah, no, cheers, I really appreciate you sending me the stuff, mate. Right, weirdly, these bits of the sprue that are like super thin aren't sticking as they should, which is a bit bizarre. Is this working or is it not working? Oh, this thing is useless. You will when you're kid free. Coming up. Stick, man, stick. I want to get on to the next bit. I'm not even sure I've got anything to really put on top of this. Well, I was saying that, I kind of have. Could put my little jar of sprue glue on top. Sprue on sprue action. Right. Okay, let's try and spin this round again. I need a big turntable. Well, as well as a big desk, obviously. Rightio. Yeah, I think me doing 6 of these panels last night was a good idea because obviously it's going to use one more up here, a little bit there. Plus, I want to make the them bits. So I can make all them bits, then I might do a bit of sprue glue action on here. Just to, well, they're saying that. Yeah, I'm hoping some sprues turn up this week because I really haven't got many left. Yeah, there's not a lot. I can see the bottom of the box that the sprues are in, and I've not seen the bottom of the sprues box ever. But nice hard. Yeah, you like that? You like that, did you? A bit of sprue on sprue action. So yeah, you want innuendos, just stay right here. Innuendo. Well, there was the other day with the old front cockpit of this. But, yeah, it was a bit silly, wasn't it? Oh, that was handy. Just about does it. Yeah, I'll just glue it on and then just cut around that as well. Half term soon, so no peace for 9 days. Yeah, well, that's why I won't be doing live streaming next week. No, I might be able to do live streaming Thursday, Friday of next week. Possibly. Oh, let's film this as it's the last sort of bit. Innuendo is an innuendo. Have a great day, Kaoma. Laters. Oh, I should have cut the front off. Oh well, never mind. Too eager to get it on. Right, we'll give this a couple of minutes just so it fully dries, and then yeah, I'll go around with my blade and just trim off all the excess. So do that last little bit, which hopefully I might be able to get out of, or maybe one of the pieces here, because then I've got, oh no, I've only got one left. Oh no, I've used more than I thought. Oh, that's a pain. I've only got one left, and obviously I wanted to make the things either side here. That might be enough to do the bits I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, 5. Yeah, got them. They went quick. I'll have to make some more like the thin sprue panels. Oh, I forgot that was recording still. Yeah, it's always nice and handy to have these kind of panels to hand. Nearly video time. The bot is here. Morning, Dafter Things. Sorry, I didn't see you pop on. Right, let's see if my plan of being able to cut these nice and easy is going to work. Oh, let's go a bit longer. So let's film this as well, just in case. Right, so I'm going to have to adjust my light for the camera, so we're going to get a bit of a glare. Andre, you're off too. Have a good day, buddy. Steve, use the cut-offs, yeah. Oh, that went straight through. Right, there we go. Yeah, it does things I've got something. Well, I only started thinking about yesterday. Yeah, I think it's because these subscribers have gone up again. Like, as in, my videos are getting more views. Obviously, get more subscribers then. So yes, it did go quite slow for a bit, the old subscriber numbers, but it does seem to have picked up in the last sort of week or so. So yeah, I have got a rough idea what I'm going to do for 50k. Be a little giveaway, but yeah, not far off now. Right, so I don't need to cut them off because I know I'm doing that. They can get covered. So any little gaps will get sprue-glued. Plus there is another bit that kind of goes along the back there-ish, and some bits either side as well. It's funny, when you first look at this, it kind of looks sleek, smooth, and quite simple. But towards the back, there seems to be like loads of extra bits, especially those big old engines either side. So it's definitely more like sort of framework bits and building up towards the back of this. Yeah, I'm going to fill this little bit at the front and then start to do these air intakes or whatever they're called. That's a bit of a tidy up on my desk in a minute, because I'm getting loads of these little bits everywhere. As we all know, I don't like working in a mess. The foreneck. Have I tried rolling out a thin sprue panel, then squishing a sprue into it while it's wet? Try to make one of you think hot glue style panels, but use way less sprue glue. Oh, I see what you mean. I hadn't. Yeah, I suppose it's kind of doable, but I don't know how. Yeah, no, maybe. Yeah, no, it'd probably work. But again, the reason I've done this, obviously, it has, like, say, this. The way I've done this has used a whole lot more glue, more sprue. But the reason for that is I wanted these to be super thick, super strong. Because say if you saw my I don't know, 1 or 2 of these live streams, you'll see me making the base that's obviously underneath this big old thing. It is strong. I mean, basically, I've stood on it both ways. I put it like on the floor, stood on it, twisted it on its side, stood on it, and it's basically it's stronger than it ever needs to be. But that's kind of how I wanted it. I wanted this to be super strong, so you could pick this up with no fear of it buckling, bending, or bowing. And I've certainly achieved that in bucket loads, because say it's solid. That's why I reckon if I threw this out the window, I reckon it would survive. I mean, some of the bits on here might get crushed or whatever, but the main box bit of this, yeah, it'll just bounce, leave a dent in the floor maybe. But yeah, that's why I filled these in with sprue, because I wanted these to be super strong, super thick, basically, and they are, which is cool. Oh, look at that! It's like I almost made it the right size. Yeah, we'll just glue that on. Nice. Did mine slow down around September? Mine slowed down February. February of this year, up until about a week ago, mine slowed down something rotten. I was getting, I don't know, I was getting about 400 subs a month. Back in November of last year, I was getting 400 subs a day. And then it slowed down for December. January wasn't too bad. And then February, you say, it just bottomed out. And say it's only this last week and a bit where the subs have sort of started going up again. And I think I'm getting about 140 a day-ish. So, but yeah, why? I don't know. Who knows? Morning, Manna. Hope you're well. Emerson, am I not allowed to say... yeah, I can say ooey gooey sprue stuff. But because I say it so often, sometimes I trip over the words. So, sprue goo is so much easier to say. Obviously, because it's less words. But yeah, no, I will always, yeah, it'll always be ooey gooey sprue stuff every now and then. But 9 times out of 10, I probably will just say sprue goo, just to save on words. Man, no goodies to munch on just yet. Am I going to sand it down smooth later? Yes. I need to put somewhere on my screen. This is just the carcass, the base of what I'm doing. It's all going to get covered in sprue goo and will be sanded down as fine as I can sand down sprue goo. But no, obviously if you just popped on, then you're going to ask the question. Yeah, it's going to be sanded. Everything you see now, this is all going to be covered. None of this you're going to see in the later bit. Some bits are going to have more sprue on it, some bits are going to have a thin layer on it, but it's all going to be covered in sprue goo. And yeah, it will all be sanded down. Yeah, so don't worry, this isn't going to be an Orc Manta Ray thingy. This is just to get the basic shape of everything. I'm going to take a few minutes and just tidy up my desk. Let's say, because there's just bits everywhere, and it kind of plays on my mind if I see bits, because they're not where they belong. As in, some of these bits I'm going to keep, and some of these bits need to go in the bin. How are we doing on time? 10:15. No, that's not bad. Yeah, because basically I was hoping to get obviously that bit done, part of these tubes done, and then basically go around and just start filling in some of these gaps and bits with some sprue glue. Again, just because I need to build it up in layers, and obviously I need to let each layer dry overnight, basically. Yeah, that's it. Right, let's have another bit of drink. Have I trademarked the name yet? Have I got enough sprues? No. Kazuyora? Again, I just, my tongue doesn't seem to move sometimes in certain words. Kazuyora? No, I don't have enough sprues. For the first time in, well, the entire history of this channel, I think I may run out of sprues. I've got about 20 or 30 sprues left, probably more like 20 sprues because I had used something last night. I have got a few boxes on their way. When they're going to turn up, I'm not too sure. I'm hoping they turn up soon. I mean, the sprues I've got might last me this week. I'm not sure. Only because, say, I'm going to do these bits of paneling. I might do parts of this engine. So basically, this engine, sort of half of it or part of it, is on the wing. So I don't want to do too much here because I'd rather do this when I've got the wing attached. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. But yes, I want to get this covered in sprue glue by the end of the week, just so it has time to sort of dry. Because then my plan is then next week I'm going to start working on the wings, and then I can come back to this and give it a good sanding. But say, I know there's quite a lot of boxes en route to me. It's just when they get here, I'm not too sure. Yeah. Man, how am I enjoying the build? Yeah, I am enjoying it. It's yeah, it's fun. I say this would be done a whole lot quicker if I wasn't live streaming, but it wouldn't be as much fun because I'm enjoying live streaming. And again, when I'm building things, there's no rush. I'm building them because I'm enjoying the process of the building, especially something big like this and something new, where there's certain bits on this I'm doing that I haven't done on other builds. Like I say, the big thick panels I've never done. The amount of sprue that I'm going to use on this and then sand it down. I've never sanded sprue down before, so it'd be nice to see. So in my mind, fingers crossed, I can sand this down like it's just normal plastic. I can't see why it won't sand as well as any plastic. So again, that's why I'm looking forward to making this really smooth and sleek, just because it'll be the first thing I've ever made that is nice and sleek. Right, so these bits. Right, this is why I need to keep looking at my reference pictures. Oh, I was going to say I've got the rough size of it, but I've just covered it up because I put a little mark on. I'll say it's 10mm down. So these bits, the height of these is 10mm less than this, and 10mm higher than this, which obviously is bang in the middle. But yeah, let's get my reference pictures up just so I can have another little look. Because again, I can't really build much of a framework inside these because obviously it is curved. But I might put some sprues on the bottom, just so the bottom of the curve has got something to attach to. I think that was my plan. But so there's so much sort of detail here where it's smooth and say there's different angles of all kinds. So it's going to be fun sort of incorporating them. Because even these bits that come along, they come along, but then they sort of curve round and go round here, and then go up, and part of it comes up for the bit that's here. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Don't get impressed with the whole Superglue thing. Great work. Cheers, buddy. Thank you so much. Yeah. Right. So I'm going to put some panels along here and along there, because then that's something I can attach the curved bit to, basically. Because otherwise it'll only be glued to this, which it might sort of like try and flex out. Flex out. Brad, I've ever thought about asking Paint and Building Commission Company for the waste sprues. I haven't. Mainly probably because you guys have sent me loads of sprues over the last, well, I say about 3 months ago I stopped taking sprues because I had 12 boxes of sprues, and we're talking big boxes of sprues. So I basically I was getting emails every week, and I had to sort of say, please don't send me any more because I've got no room. So yes, I don't think me getting the sprues is ever going to be an issue, because you lovely guys want to send me them, which is awesome. Right, sorry, I just got to think where this is going to go and start now. It's going to start from there. Yeah, we'll start there. So yes, I don't think there's ever an issue of me. Well, normally there wouldn't be an issue of me running out, but it's only obviously because I'm doing something that is so big, and obviously it's taken up so many sprues that I had. So I thought I had enough sprues, because obviously most of the sprue builds I do are quite small, certainly in comparison to this. Obviously my last biggest sprue build was the Stomper, the Orc Stomper, and obviously in comparison to this, I probably could have built about 6 or 7 Orc Stompers so far in the amount of sprues that I've used in this. So that's why I didn't think I was going to run out of sprues, because I had a lot. But yeah, I've got quite a lot coming up, quite a lot coming to me. So yeah, it's cool. Aisha, morning. How are you? You snuck on there. Are you alright? How are you feeling today? Hopefully better than last night. Yeah, no apologies needed. Just hope you're well. Hope you're alright. Alright, basically. Are you feeling better? That's the main thing. Did you get a good night's sleep? Yeah. Oh, did Steve call you? Is that why you're awake now? So were you having a nice sleep and then Steve woke you up? If you did, tut Steve. Good old fingers holding down, have a little drink. Emerson Ward, yeah, definitely shows something with a lot of difficult curves and angles. There is, I must admit. The more, obviously, the more you zoom in on the picture, the more you can see there's not many straight bits or flat bits. Obviously, like from there, the wings onwards are relatively flat, but this whole area here is just curving in every single direction. There's no flat bits here. I mean, even this sort of flat bit's got a curve on it. But yeah, coming up here, it just angles all over the place. So that is going to be fun to do. Aisha feels like she's been stomped on. Oh no, your body hurts. Oh well, more rest I guess then. Or has you got 14 days of rest because you can't go out or do anything? Right, there we go. So we'll do the same on the other side. I'm not going to film this bit, but I'm going to film the bit where I do the curve, or hopefully do the curve. Any ones that are quite flat. Aisha, I will answer your message. It'll be rather long. That's fine. I'll enjoy a good read. when I've finished on here. So yeah, streaming like I've been doing all week. I'm going to do 9 till 12. And then 12 o'clock I go off and do some work that actually pays me, as in my wedding stuff. Yeah, I won't be doing another live stream tonight, but I might do a live stream on Friday. And I say I'm going to try and aim to get a video out on Friday. Brad's got to go. Thank you for giving us your time. No, thank you for being there. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, have a good one, whatever it is you're doing. What is Steve doing? A longer one. Oh yeah. Moment, I thought I did it in the wrong place. Kind of got so many lines on my little thing here now. Yeah. Chris Spencer, really love watching your channel. Nice and relaxed. Awesome. Cheers, buddy. Good to have you here. You have a great way about you. Cheers. Really nice watching you work on your projects. Keep up great work. Cheers, buddy. And thank you for being there and watching and, well, and commenting. It's much appreciated. Like, the more slick it will be, the more expensive it will go. That's the challenge, but confident. Oh yeah, we'll be so much easier. Plastic card, epoxy resin, yeah. Well, so that's what's going to make this definitely a one-off. The fact that it's made from, well, Warhammer SPRUES. Obviously, it's not going to have the centre cockpit or the bit at the back or the area for the guards, but it's still going to be a one-off special because it's made from Warhammer SPRUES. So I just saw the word naked and I just drawn straight to it. And apparently it's Aisha, it's what she does at the weekend. A bit of naked trampolining in the rain. Well, I said we haven't got rain. It's quite nice out there. The Bob Ross of the miniature building world. I used to love Bob Ross. Yeah, because I love it because his I say he's a real nice guy. Really nice the way he talks, his attitude, the way he sort of feels, and his happy accidents. I love that. The fact you're drawing something, doing something. Again, a bit like what I do here. The main thing about what I'm doing is having fun. And it doesn't matter if things go right or wrong. You have fun doing it. You learn by the things that go wrong. So hopefully next time they go right. And yeah, happy accidents. Which it kind of sometimes is. When you're building something, sometimes I start building something, but then I find a different way of doing it. Or in my head, I've got like a set plan of how I'm doing things. But then as I get to them, I think, oh no, this bit looks better. Or this bit goes better. Or... So yeah, I do like Bob Ross. Aisha has missed so much. Well, yeah, maybe. Bit of panelling going on. But so I want to get these bits done, and then I'm going to go over some of it with some sprue glue, just to fill in any gaps, bits and pieces. Say, because I can't put too much sprue glue on in one sort of hit, basically. Right, not exactly the best of panels, but this one will have to do because it's the only one I've got left. I can't believe I used all 6. Yeah. Kind of like I seemed like I had loads, and then all of a sudden, none left. But that's fine. Right, let's have a little tidy up, just because there's. I say the fact that takes up my desk. I have all my rubbishy bits all over my. Well, basically, I see my desk as like 2 main areas. This is the area that I build on that gets dirty, messy, glue on it. And this area is the clean area, because obviously it's got my screens there, I have my keyboard, my work stuff, folders and all that kind of stuff here. But because this takes up all my work area, I'm now cutting up and doing stuff on the area that I normally keep really clean. And I say, I've not quite got OCD, but I've definitely got the everything in its place, clean up as you go kind of mind. So when there are bits just everywhere, it kind of like throws me out a bit. So I have to clean up every now and then. Right, they're all too small to really be used. Them bits can go in there. Oh, them bits aren't too bad. Okay. Right, all these little bits that I want now. This is a mess. Right. If you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please do so. I'm going to have a little check in a minute just to make sure there's more thumbs up than watchers. Although sometimes you might want more watchers than thumbs up. I say it feels like it's another mild day. So all the windows are open, but I'm actually getting quite warm and hot. Maybe I'm getting flustered at Aisha jumping up and down on the trampoline. Oh, man's got to go and do some housework. Oh, bless. Sorry if you don't chat much for a bit. No worries. Have fun doing your housework. Right. Getting there. It's starting to look a little bit tidier. Let's get rid of some of these sheets because I don't need these either. Well, Aisha, if you need a hand, just let me know. I'll pop round and give you a hand or two. So, am I blushing or not? I don't know. Maybe a little. Right. My desk is starting to look a bit tidier and I can see more of it, which is nice. Because as I say, I don't mind having my sort of designated work area get messy. Well, I do and I don't. But I don't like the area that's normally clean, tidy, and, well, my sort of proper work, wedding work, editing work side. I like to be clean, but it's not. Right, anyway, enough waffling. Let's get these bits done. Because these have always been the bits that have not worried me, but I want to get these right because I love the look of these intake bits. And obviously these do sort of make quite a focal bit that you do sort of obviously see quite a bit. So obviously I want to get them right and do them justice. So I'm thinking just do like a normal arch and then do the extra curve bit after, rather than trying to do the curve bit with this. I think it might be a bit too fiddly. Yeah. Yeah, right, so I reckon cut this in half. I'm hoping, well, that's quite a thin bit, but we shall see. Right. Because say these kind of, this is where these bits go back, but then they kind of obviously merge into this. But then also merge into the big engine bit at the back. But again, I'm not about to do all of it with this, because obviously I'm going to do the front bit with this, and then I think later on I'm going to have to make some more sprue panels to do the rest. But again, that's what, after the stream, or maybe during the stream, I'm going to do some bits that I'll need for tomorrow, just to make sure I've got everything I can need for tomorrow, basically. So if we, let's go halfway. Alright, there we go. I've committed, I've cut, no going back on that bit. Alright, what did I better get? Again, this is where if I listened in maths at school, I would be able to work out what size I need, because I know I need this thing to be 10 mil shorter than that, so that's, I think it's 30 mil high, whatever width that is. And obviously Pythagoras theorem and all that malarkey, I should be able to work out what length I need to be able to curve up and down. But obviously Again, maths wasn't a very strong point at school, or not. Well, remembering formulas certainly wasn't. I know what. The best way to do this is the good old cheating way. Get a bit of paper, and we will cut this until we get this the size I need, and then use that as a template. Right, so 10 down is about there. So I say this isn't the very scientific way of doing this. This is the sort of budget and see kind of way of doing it. I think that's it there. Which is there. So how long is that little bit? Right, let's say 9.5. Right, I'm going to go for it. Let's just cut it up, see if it works. Oh no, let's go 10, because I can just trim a little bit off. Right, here we go. Let's just check it's gonna. Yeah, both sides are the same. Oh, make sure my hands are warm. Yeah, I will make sure they're warm. Right, how's that going to look? That looks like I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, superb. So there you go. Who needs to be good at maths when you can just think outside the box, use scraps of paper to get the size you want? And there we go. So we're going to start this. Oh, so I may as well make the other one exactly the same, as this one seems to be a winner. Although the other one's a bit shorter. Oh, well. Yeah, this is the only one I've got. Oh well. It's like if I can't get the back bit done, at least I get the front bit done. And then the back bit will be on tomorrow's live stream. And around we go. Oh, it's always a pain when bits fall off on the floor and then I sort of step on them. So I'm just picking them up. So how are we all today? I haven't really asked how you guys are doing, or what you're doing, or where you are, or... Oh no, I was going to check thumbs up, wasn't I? That's what I was going to do. And we are 89 thumbs up. Awesome. Cheers, guys. So how are you all doing, and what are you doing? Obviously, you can see what I'm doing, quite obviously. But what are you guys all up to? I'd like to know. Anyone working hard? Anyone not working? Anyone still in the bed like Aisha after jumping on the trampoline? You can see I'm good with my hands. I am. And I will make sure there's no glue bits on there, because obviously when they glue on there, they're a bit rough. Whereas normally I have got nice, soft hands. But at the moment, not so soft. Bits of glue on the end. And you don't want that touching you. Right. So, bend this a little bit. Steve is still painting Dark Angels bikes. Lion, South of France, good. building a custom Chaos Rhino. Nice. Ginger paintbrush. I like that name. That's cool. So anything that makes me smile and laugh, I like. So I'm easily pleased sometimes, and yeah, certain names make me laugh or giggle. Ginger paintbrush, like it. Finishing up some Space Wolves for a game today. Cool. I say I've never played Warhammer. I can't see me ever playing Warhammer, to be honest. Just like building their stuff. Shadow 95 San Francisco checking in. Oh wow. God, you must be what, about 4 in the morning? Super early. Emerson still painting a scratch built mech thing for the original mecha comp thing. Cool. A lot of things going on there. Aisha, you escaped the bedroom. You're now in the sitting room on the computer. Oh, what? I'm not on the 50-inch TV? Man, slacking. Right, so I'm going to go to that edge. I'm not Kringle, promise. Just come back from work. Another cool name. So it's going to be there. And that's going to be like that. Again, good old eyeballing up there. Can't beat it. And like that. I should found the keys to the cuffs. I've got cuffs. Yeah, I used to work. Well, I've had 2 different jobs. I've had lots of jobs, guys. I kind of get bored easy, and I like trying new things. And I always believe you only live once, so try stuff, do stuff. So yeah, I've had a lot of jobs in my life. One of them, I used to work in like the kind of sort of prison service, but it was at Crown Courts. So I used to obviously have handcuffs for that. And I also used to work for, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Basically, it's taking people back to their countries when they come into this country illegally. And I had handcuffs for that. I don't know. The thing is that I've got my own keys, so I'll be alright. Roger that is making a battle wagon train from scratch, like throwing away stuff. Awesome. Cool, yeah, scratch bashing is fun. Because again, it's one of those ones where you kind of like have an idea of what you want to make, but then it's kind of determined by what you've actually got. So yeah, scratch bashing is fun. Right, that needs to go at a weird angle. Right, let's see if I can imagine what this is going to look like and then cut it and see if it fits. Have I missed anyone else? Shadow, it's 2:40. Wow, early. EJ chilling out after work, winding down, and just sent a donation. Oh, cheers, buddy. Sorry, did I miss something? I'm not sure. Because normally it pops up when I get a donation. But no, cheers. Thank you. I'm not Kringle, promise. Just come back from work. Awesome. Right, well, I think this is about ready to get glued. I say, 'cause there is like slopey bits on this, but I'd rather try and add them afterwards, because otherwise the angles and the cuts are just going to get too complicated to try and do this all in one piece. But yeah, no, it's the right height, right width. Yeah, I can't see why this won't work. Oh, donation on PayPal. Thank you so much, buddy. It's much appreciated. Cheers for that. Yeah, no, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Lady Sophine is here. Morning. So I need to ask, are you a real lady, as in title? I mean, because you may be. You might be really like a lady, a dame, or whatever. I say, I do like some of the names you guys have. Obviously, I like everyone's name, but certain names kind of make me giggle, laugh, or whatever. Right. I'm not going to chat for a bit because I need to concentrate on this bit now. Right, if I do one side first, maybe. Manta, more like Orca. Oh, Streamlabs, morning to you. Haven't seen you for a while. I want to be more direct, minimise deductions. Cheers, bud. That's much appreciated. Yeah, I must admit, because any donations I get on YouTube, I think it takes 3 months. 3 months, and obviously YouTube take a cut. But yeah, it's more than 3 months that seems really weird. Obviously, it's no fun that YouTube take a cut as well, obviously. Aisha needs a spanking. I'm not Kringle is shopping for cheap miniatures for D&D. See, now I've got a 3D printer. It's great. I've got loads of D&D stuff printed. I've undercoated loads of it, so it's all ready to go. Oh, you probably can't even see what it is. My little goblin guy. Yeah, I've got loads of things that are undercoated, just need to be painted. And say Army Painter have sent me loads of paint, so that's another video that I'm in the process of sort of doing. Is obviously printing out the D&D figures and then painting them with all the Army Painter paints. They sent me, they do like a D&D collection of paints. So obviously paints that are good for D&D figures, basically. So I've got loads, but again, I started about 3-4 videos. Then this bad boy popped up, and I've kind of been stuck. Well, not stuck on this, but obviously I've been putting a lot more time into this, purely because it is a bigger build that is going to take a lot longer than everything else. I was at the ping pong bat to do the spanking with Steve. Lion, YouTube is doing like French Town Hall for payment 3 months after. Do things go a bit slow in France then, do they, in regards to payment? Right. Yeah, I think I'm... yeah, I am suitably happy with how that's looking. Obviously, once it's coated in sprue goo, it will look a million times better. But say everything I'm doing, guys, is basically like just getting the rough size scale parts in place. It'd be a bit like a painter, and all he's really done is got his board, and he's like etched out or scratched out a few sort of rough drawings with a pencil before he paints it. That's kind of how I see this. This is all roughing it out, and then the sprue goo is going to be like the final touch to get the full shapes and the full effect of everything else, basically. Roger that. Where is Dave the Orc? He's over there. Well, yeah, you can't really see him on the screen, but here is... Oh no, this is the Lonely Orc. Dave the Orc. Oh, yeah, I did see him. He's in a drawer. Because what it is, say a lot of the things that I've built, I've run out of room. So my kids have got a lot of the stuff that I've built, and there's a few things that I built that Crazy Dave was in. So, but I wanted to keep Crazy Dave in case I stuck him in something else. So yeah, so Crazy Dave is currently sitting in a drawer. So the Lonely Orc is sitting over there. Yeah, I think they're the only 2 orcs that I've kind of got. It's bad, isn't it? There's me always saying that I love orcs, and I've got loads of orcs to assemble and to build, and I've even got the Blood Bowl orcs. I've got a couple of sets of Blood Bowl orcs. Again, they're still up there, yeah, sitting in a box, basically. Should really get them out. Right. Not a real lady, sadly. The lady part came about as you were going through the male to female trans process. Oh, okay. The lady part was added to hopefully avoid people misgendering you. Fair enough. Well, I hope all's going well with all that. Ah, cool. I love the name. It's a great name. Lady Sophine Valentine. That is a real cool name. Ah, awesome. Cool. I always like to know sometimes where names come from. Just in case they are, well, have a meaning, which is cool. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, there's no, yeah. No, I've done the chat that's aimed at me. Aisha's going to be a good girl now because the flirting is getting out of her hand. Does it really though? Can flirting ever get out of hand? Right, so it's now because trying to do the other side, but say the problem I've got is the other one. It's got a very thin bit, so I'm hoping it's not going to rip. It's got a very thin bit right next to a very thick bit. So I think we'll have that at the back. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the back bit gets cut off. Oh, that's handy. Because I basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get this stuck on, and then I'm going to get some sprue glue out. Yeah, I'm going to put my mask back on again, just because. Well, just because really. Yeah, and then I'm going to go over and coat some of this, well, as much as I can with the sprue glue, because again, coating this in the sprue glue, I'm going to use a lot of sprues and a lot of acetone. Yeah, I really need to try and get hold of a company that make acetone. I don't suppose anyone here watching knows a company that makes acetone, do they? Just because I'm going to use lots, so I could do with lots. I'm not cringe. I play a Warforged. It's a mishmash of parts. So you're trying to scratch bash. Cool. EJ95, not the only trans person here. Cool. Nice to know. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. As Isha says, just be happy and be who you are, which is awesome. I say yeah, because it's weird. Cause I found out last year that I'm an empath. It's weird. Because I was talking to someone and we're having a good old chat, and they were like, "Are you an empath?" And I was like, well, "I don't know, what's that?" Because I always thought like an empath was something off, or someone off Star Trek that could like read minds or something. But it's only when I read up what an empath is that it kind of explained a lot about me and about why I act certain ways in certain situations. And obviously one of the big main things is I kind of, it probably isn't the right terminology, but I kind of feed off how people are around me, which is probably why I prefer smaller groups to bigger groups, and why I love weddings. Because at weddings, obviously, everyone's happy, everyone's cheery, and even those that cry are happy tears. So I get like a real warm feeling off of that. And it also explains why negative people really bring me down. And obviously before I didn't know why. But I could be in a room full of negative people and say I'm normally a happy, cheery person, but I could go into a room full of negative people and I would start feeling sort of sad and down and whatever. So yeah. But again, I don't know why I'm saying this. I don't know, I do sort of go off at tangents sometimes. I think it's just the whole bit about being yourself, being happy. I think is where I kind of started, but obviously went off in a weird kind of way. So yeah, so everyone should be able to be who they want to be and be happy. Is that right? That seems like too much. Oh, it is too much. Man, yeah. I'm glad I checked because I need to go there. It's like it's going to cut a big chunk off. It's like, well, it didn't cut that much off on the other side. But that's better. Aisha, on my list, what's on your list? Have I missed something? Again, I always miss. Or yeah, guys, sometimes I do ramble on, and sometimes even I think, what am I talking about? So if I talk about something and then you ask a question or talk about what I was talking about, there's a fair chance I would have forgot what I was talking about. Honestly, when I say I've got a bad memory, I mean a shockingly bad memory. The only good side is I've always had a bad memory. So it's not like I'm getting dementia or Alzheimer's or any of that sort of thing. I've just had a bad memory since I was a kid. Although, not that that's a good thing, because obviously it meant that there's a lot of subjects that I wasn't good at. Basically anything that involved remembering dates, times, like history, I'm not very good at. My favourite classes at school, not surprising, was art, graphic design and design technology. And design technology is probably one of my favourite. Well, like this, you get a brief, you've got to design something, and then you've got to build it. And obviously at school all we had was well, woodwork, metalwork, and we had a very small bit of plastic work. But yeah, they were my 3 favourite things at school. Basically because you didn't need to remember facts and things. A little bit in design technology, but a lot of it was more hands-on, arty-farty stuff, which obviously I love, and yeah, it's good. Industrial paint supplies would be a great place to start. You get it in 18 litres. Oh wow, blimey. Yeah, because I've just had one delivered yesterday. It was like a 5 litre, but obviously, even though 5 litres sounds like a lot, it's still quite a small container. 18. Nathan, you can't sneak one out, can you? And I'll meet you behind Tesco's car park. We'll do a little exchange. I'll give you one of my miniatures for an 18 litre can of acetone. Ryside, you're the same. Have I tested myself on the Myers-Briggs? Oh, I haven't. No, I've not heard of whatever. So it's only last year that someone said about this. Obviously, I've got to look up what an empath is, and basically I tick all the boxes. And I say it just explains so much from all the previous years about why I've acted certain ways, or why things have triggered me, basically, or why sometimes I just cry. Obviously, more happy tears than sad tears, but yeah, it's like recently, there's certain things I watch on TV. What was I watching? There's one thing. I can't think what it was. It was a comedy, but it was a dark comedy. And every now and then, basically, I was watching it, and I'd be laughing 1 minute and then crying the next, and it's like, what's going on? Is it just nuts? Oh, Aisha, acetone's on your list. Sorry. Oh, bless. You're getting quite a big list. Don't be buying stuff. Again, guys, obviously, I really appreciate every time someone does a donation or buys me something or any of that stuff. Only ever do it if you've got money. I wouldn't want anyone to spend stuff and buy me something if they've not got money themselves. I say I'm a very happy, contented kind of guy, and I do muddle through. As I say, I've got a house. Well, not a house. I've got a roof above my head. I've got food in my tummy. I'm happy. But yeah, only ever buy stuff or donate if you can. Obviously, I appreciate everything you guys do. Savage Patty, your memory's shot. Yeah, but say. It's the fact that my memory's always been bad. I mean, it may well get worse. I may well get dementia. Who knows? I mean, anyone could get dementia, I guess. Right, are we back? Oh, I'm not sure what's happened there. Did I go off for a bit? It's the usual thing. I'm sort of here chatting away, and then I've sort of noticed disconnected from chat. So I'm not sure. I think my internet may have popped off for a little bit just then. Did I go somewhere? I don't know. The question is, am I still on the same stream? All right, let's get on. Right, I think I'm back. Can you hear me? Is anyone out there? I think that was my internet went down because everything seemed to go off. Can you hear me? I'm just waiting for the chat to come back because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you're there or not, to be honest. I'm going to keep working away anyway. I say, if you are there, if you can put a comment in just to let me know, because it looks like everything says I'm online, but who knows? Things could be lying. Right, I'm going to see if I can use any of these scrap bits just to do a bit more here. and then say I might have a go at doing a bit of the ooey gooey stuff. Right. Oh, there we go. There's some comments. Perfect. So that's the other issue I have. When I'm talking, obviously real time, sitting here chatting, you guys, I think there's a delay of about 15 seconds. So obviously I'm here saying, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you put a chat? Obviously chat isn't going to come up for 15 seconds, which in the whole scheme of things isn't long. But when you're waiting to see if you're actually live, it's forever. Although again, the chat's coming up, but it's not coming up on my thing. Right, if I close that down and then reopen it. Oh, there we go. Chat's back. Cool. Yeah. So did I sort of lag out or just disappear? Because I'm sure it was my side where the internet went down, but I'm not sure. All I know is it looked like there was no chat. It was disconnected. Have I missed anything? I'm back. Yes, we had an issue. You can hear me? Cool. I had a blip. Yep, I'm back. Perfect. Cool, right. I may have missed any chat because I'm scrolling right back down to the bottom. Lion, we need more trampolines to have more naked women on trampolines. Set trampolines everywhere. The world must know. Yeah, maybe it could be a new sport. Naked trampolining. Because I've often thought there should be naked volleyball. Would be a good one for the Olympics. Because I'd actually watch the Olympics then. Yes, Aisha, you have started something. How can people calm down when you've mentioned naked trampolining? Now, all people can think about is, well, bouncy bits. That's all I can think about anyway. Sport, ever heard of, is that Keijo? Keijo? No. Is it naked? Eldon, I'm still going. Awesome. That's cool. I say, everything did seem to, well, everything kind of turned off. But I'm glad I am back. I'm just getting my reference pictures back up because everything's kind of moved a little bit on my screen now. Oh, there it is. I've lost one of the pictures. Oh, I didn't need that one. Right, so that's that picture. Yeah, cool. Right, I'm back to where I needed to be. Yeah, I've got lots of obviously little bits of scrap left over. I want to try and finish because these bits say come forward a bit, but I didn't want to try and work that angle out as well as obviously all the other bits. So that's why I'm doing these bits a little bit separate. Let's try and keep them in. That was just be right. And then yeah, what's the time? Oh, 11:07. Yeah, so then for the last sort of like 45 minutes, I'm going to get some sprue goo out, put the good old mask on, and just sort of touch up any areas, fill in any gaps. Basically, it's all ready for tomorrow. And then tomorrow so I might do parts of the engines at the back. There's another box to go on the top. I might do the framework for that. And again, finish that one off with a bit more sprue goo. But so that's why I am kind of hoping that the sprues that have been sent to me are going to turn up tomorrow or Friday. Because if they don't, then I may not be able to stream on Friday. Because I've only got a bit of sprue goo left. I've only got about 20 sprues left to cut up. So I may well say this will be the first time since receiving sprues I may actually run out of sprues, which seems to be nuts. Cheers, Andrew. Yeah, it's starting to take shape now. It's sort of got bits on it. It's yeah. Anyone who has seen the TauManta will now look at this and go, yeah, it's starting to look like it. It looks like a bit of a roughed up version, but it's getting there. Right, let's. How many bits have I got? It's too thick. Right, give us a bit of a bend. Get this in there. It's So it's women in pools on floating things that have to knock each other into the water using only their hips, boobs or butt to attack. Oh man, I need to go and watch that. That just seems nuts. It's the best sport in the world. It sounds it. It sounds it. I think Aisha's signing up right now to be to take part. Maybe. Right. Let's cut that bit off. So this is going to go up, over. And then it kind of goes at an angle. Right, we'll put this on. This might be exactly right, but then we can just keep adding bits till to build it up. Yeah. You're #1 champion at it. But if that's the case, I'm definitely going to go and watch it, Aisha. Line, you have a picture of a painted Manta. Yeah, I say, if my printer was working, I would print the pictures out and show you, but they're on the screen at the moment. But yeah, I'm pleased with how this is starting to look. As I say, again, in my mind, I see how it's progressing and what I need to do to get it to the next sort of stage. And so that's why I don't mind the fact that does look like it's a dog's dinner, rough in areas, obviously gaps in our areas. This purely is me just bulking out the shape of it before it gets the nice finishing touches at the end. Yeah, Aisha, you need to stop talking. I'm not going to be able to do live streams if you keep saying these kind of things. My mind is wandering. Right, okay, I have to hold this a bit longer because the glue's taking a little while to go. Steve, there's videos of Keiju on YouTube with real women and Japanese anime. Oh, okay. That's funny. Harry Napper, dude, that's awesome, and GW have to let it through the door. Well, yeah, maybe if I can't sell it, maybe contact GW, like one of the locals. I think the nearest store to me is in Reading. Maybe like take photos of it, contact them, and say, would you like to have this in your store? You never know, they might do. So we don't know how they would take it. If they would be like, oh yeah, that's awesome, you've made the TauManta out of sprues, or you made a TauManta out of sprues. I don't know. I don't know how they'd take it. There you go. If anyone's watching has been to the Warhammer in Reading, because I think Reading's the nearest one. Again, where I am, I'm kind of in the middle of Reading, Basingstoke, Camberley, Portsmouth. So yeah, so they're the kind of major cities or towns, whatever they're called, that are near me. Good plan, they won't. Why do you work there? That can be so short. Not opposed to giving. You see, jelly sounds better because you can eat the jelly after. Yeah, definitely go with jelly. Because they have two purposes in one. Then play with it, eat it. Have I gone red? No, it's the lights. I've got the lights on warm, so they make me look red. I'm not sure. I don't know if I do go red. I don't know. Obviously, I've never looked to see if I go red myself. Right, that bit should be okay for the other side. Oh no, I should have, because I like that. I should have actually just traced around that. Again, just to get it symmetrical, the best way to do that is obviously whenever I do one side, make two of them in reverse for the other side. Yeah, right. Right, so I am actually going to just sort of trace this because it does look right. Right, if I can get in there. In like Flint. Scissors. Blushing like a schoolgirl? Really? Are you sure? It's definitely the lights then. Rightio. Well, GW does say that it's okay for you to use sculpted parts. Just throw an official drone or two on the gun mounts and boom! Meet the requirements. Ah, look, the police are on their way. Who's called the police? Right. Cool, right. You stay glued, not to my fingers, and we'll be happy. Bit there. Right, cool. Well, I'm definitely pleased with how much I got done today. So yesterday I really felt like I didn't get much done in the morning, hence the reason why I did another live stream in the evening. But no, let me fingers voluntarily stuck. Man, let go. Oh, they're all stuck. It's a conspiracy. What's going on here? Right. Well, to be fair, that police car did sound like it stopped outside. Come on, man, just stay down, not my fingers. This is ridiculous. I'll look in comments in a minute, guys. I'm just trying to fight with this because it just seems to be sticking everywhere, apart from where I want it. Right, Lazarus, I'm going to leave the lurking while I go shopping and do errands. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for being here. I say hopefully we'll get your link sorted so I can come and watch one of your streams. Yeah, chat later. Have a good day, buddy. Initial rift. You out here making a MANTA out of sprues? Maybe. Although I would have thought the title of this video might have given that away. But yes, I am making a MANTA out of sprues. It's not the cops, it's GW. Right, come on, glue. Put the coconut down. What are we talking about? Have I missed something now? Is someone talking about coconuts? Is it Aisha? You're talking about coconuts now, Aisha? What's going on? CHBH space R, yes. This is going to use up a load more sprues than I've got because I've currently only got about 20 sprues left. But I have got, I think there's 3 people so far that have sent sprues out. It's just a case of when I receive them. I'm not too sure. So guys, yeah, if you've got any sprues you don't need, I am taking as many sprues as I can get because this is using up shed load. So yeah, any new sprues or any old sprues, any sprues, please send them. My email is in the description. If you click on that, send me a message. I will let you know how you can get sprues to me. Oh, here's a name I'm not going to be able to say. Din Trung Nijin Tran. Hi, you're new. Hi. How are you? You okay? apologies for really saying your name so badly. I just can't say foreign names. I can't even say a lot of English names, so... I should have got the police around there now. The flirt police. You may be gone for some time. Well, you got the handcuffs, so that's alright. You had bounty bar yesterday. I was up where the coconut comes in. Right. Ta-da! Cool. And we have Symmetry, which is the main thing. So I'll turn it around so you guys can see kind of how it is looking. But yes, everything seems to be relatively identical, which is the main thing. Right, I'm going to have a little tidy up first, and then I say the only thing I'm going to do now is put some sprue glue, filling in some gaps and bits and pieces. So let's clear my desk of anything that doesn't need to be on here, which is pretty much everything other than the thing I'm building. Alright. Lids on pens, retract that. And I say I'm going to go and get my mask in a minute, put my mask on. No Bane impersonations today though, I don't think. Only because I can't remember him in the film. So I can't remember what kind of tone of voice or how threatening he sounds. And no Darth Vader either. Right. Let's get that one off. Oh, I can see my desk again. Lovely. Right, I need that. I need that. Yeah, I'm gonna go full on PPE, and I'm gonna put mask and gloves on. Yeah, just so when I put this stuff on, I can use my fingers just to sort of smooth it out where necessary. Well, like I say, I've only got a short. Well, no, I've got quite a bit of sprue actually. Sprue. It's a good job I'm wearing pants, isn't it, really? Quite embarrassing if I was just sitting here doing this and like bottom half naked. Obviously all well and good until I get up and go and get something. It's like, oh, cheeky. Alright. Now I've got some glue. Some on my hairs, on my arm. I kind of feel them, just keep grabbing. How heavy is that monster? I'm not sure, but what I'm going to do when I live stream tomorrow, before I live stream, I'm going to weigh it. Because I say, whatever weight this is now, I reckon when it's complete, it could be double that weight. Because obviously got the wings to go on, some big engine bits here, and then just the fact that this is all going to be covered in sprue glue and in sanded. Yeah, so I reckon whatever weight it is now, it's going to be double. But if you watch tomorrow's live stream, again, usual time, 9 till 12, I will weigh it beforehand. Or if I forget to weigh it beforehand, let me know, and then I'll weigh it during the live stream tomorrow. And we'll find out what this weighs as it is right now. Because I haven't got a clue. But I know it's quite heavy. But then again, when you say something's quite heavy, it's kind of all relative. I mean, compared to me, it's light. Compared to this jar, well, that jar's quite heavy. It's heavy. Here we go. You could probably just mumble and have a pretty good impression.
So I would have seen the film, but it would have been a long time ago. So I don't know if he's got any catchphrases or anything that he's sort of known for saying. Right, we put both gloves on. Normally I only put one on, but at least this way I can use both hands. Right. What should we do? Where should we start? I'm just going to start by filling in the gaps at the top, and then I'm going to come in and do some bits around that area. Again, I'm not sure how well you can hear me. Hopefully you can kind of hear me enough to get the gist of what I'm saying. Well, I was just about to go and get my can and have a little drink, and it's like, yeah, that ain't going to work. I need a little, I don't know, straw going in or something. I usually got a birthday coming up next month, and I hibernate on that day. Why do you hibernate? Have I missed something? I don't know. Oh, birthday next month. For anyone who's interested, mine's in January. You may not have been interested, but there you go. You know anyway. Oh yeah, I was using these last time, wasn't I? Good old lollipop sticks. Worked quite well for getting that out, smoothing it out. Latest, I think you can hear pretty clearly. Awesome stuff. That is good to know. Right. Again, I haven't filmed for a bit, so we'll have a little bit of filming. Right, let's get to that now. Let's take pictures. 200 pictures later. Right, now we'll take this off. Savage Patty, October the 5th. So yours in for about, oh no. Well, you just had a birthday then. Happy belated birthday. Salah Al-Din, hello. Oh, I was going to use this. No, never mind, I'll use this now. Oh, that's far too much there. Let's go a bit better. Good old record. Oh. Now the camera is nicely in my way and I can't see. So again, even the bits of sprue goo I'm putting on now aren't going to be the finished bits. Again, I'm just basically going to go around filling in any gaps, basically getting them ready for, again, I have to build up the layer, just to get it nice and smooth and where I want it basically. I say, plus, if it's a bit thicker, obviously like several layers to get it thicker, then I'll be able to sort of sand it down better. Let's just try and see if I can glue that bit to that bit. There we go. Yeah, guys, if there's any videos you want me to make about sprues, by all means let me know. I say the video coming out late this week is going to be me making casting stuff with blue stuff, and then, no, sorry, making moulds with blue stuff, and then casting with sprue goo. But yeah, anything you want to sort of see me sort of do, make, or explain, let me know, because then I'll make a video on it. I'm not cringe, you're September. So now, could you work more time in the skeleton structure and fill with little panels or sprue goo? Could you work more time in the skeleton structure? So, I'm not sure what you're asking, Salal. If you rewind and watch the beginning of this, you'll see me make the framework inside this, and you'll see me use panels that are wafer thin to cover this and that. So I'm not sure what you're asking, because you're kind of asking what I've kind of done earlier on in this. Aisha, you've never had a birthday card or gift in your life? Are you for real? How have you never had a birthday card? I don't get that. Yeah, so how is this possible? Who is this mysterious lady that hasn't had a birthday card or gift? I don't see how you've never had a birthday card or gift. I mean, I know as you get older, kind of birthdays don't really sort of mean as much and you don't get much. But surely a card. Yeah, no worries about your English being rusty, because your English is probably better than any other language I could speak. Yeah, so inside this, there's a frame. If you go back about an hour or two in this video, you'll see the framework, and then you'll see me putting the panels on. And obviously that's why now I'm going over with the sprue glue, just filling in any gaps, basically. But again, this is still going to have more, there's more bits to sort of like build on this, and then it'll have a coat of sprue glue right at the very end. But say the good thing about the sprue glue, it works as a great filler. So that's the reason I'm kind of putting on bits now, because it does a filler, but obviously it's like a really good super strong glue as well. So it'll just make what I've done nice and secure and strong. So it'll just help everything bond to itself. Oh, where is everyone from? It sounds like a mission. What's that? We've got 12 hours to find Aisha and give her a card and the gift. But if Aisha makes it to midnight, she wins. I'm sure Aisha would let me find her. Essex just got sexy. I can guarantee Mitch Hobbs will win. Oh, bless. Yeah, so this is probably what I'm going to do when I come to actually sort of coating this in sort of like the final kind of layers of sprue glue. I'll probably use my fingers to like smooth it out, just because obviously it's probably better than any tool, except where there's like the small little areas. Then I've got a few sort of metal tools and wooden tools that I'll use to like smooth it out. But in general, I think the fingers are probably the best bet to use. But yeah, I'm really pleased I got these bits on, because these bits are, to me, quite iconic in this build. As in, you see those and it just makes it look more like what it's going to look like. So now, nice. The last time you came, I was cutting the sprue in the box. Yeah, I have progressed a little bit. Yes, obviously the box, obviously underneath. So the underneath still needs loads of work as well, because this bit's got to come out curved around. Obviously these end bits have got to have like curves on them. So yeah, there's lots to do. So I reckon it's easily 3-4 weeks to get this done, and that's 3-4 weeks of me working quite a lot on it. I would have like kept a tally of how many.
I would have kept a tally of how many hours I've worked on this, but I say because I'm doing live streams, this is going a lot slower than if I was just sitting here on my own building this. But I say I'm having fun live streaming, so that's why I am going to live stream building this. And so it's quite fun for you guys to see like the full process. And also when a video of this does come out, if anyone wants to see the full process, they can just go back and watch all my live streams, but have them on like 10 times speed. So obviously you wouldn't be able to hear me, or you would, but I sound like a chipmunk. But yeah, you better watch it really quick. Mitchell Wads, good morning. Canada, good morning from Canada. Interested to see how you're going to do the detail work. Do you think using sculpted tools could cut the channels? Yeah, I mean that's why I say everything I'm doing is basically just building the basic shapes of it all. Because as you say, there's curves going off all over, but even curves have curves. So a lot of it is going to be me using sprue glue with my fingers, using some sort of smaller tools I've got. But then again, once this whole thing's done, I can sand. Well, in my head, I'm hoping this will sand really well and really easily. Which is why I say I'm going to put a layer of sprue glue over the whole thing, just because then that can be sanded, smoothed, and you can use rotary tools on it to like sort of etch in detail. But again, in my mind, that's a long way off. Say I break things down into smaller, more manageable sort of groups and areas. But yeah, putting the final sprue on this sprue glue and say doing the final detail is a good 3 weeks off, 4 weeks maybe even. Steve, video, yes, I haven't, have I? You're right, no, cheers, buddy. And I did a little bit up there. Yeah, I did. And when I go onto that one, do a shout out when I'm on that one that I need to do video me putting sprue glue on that one. Rift is off. See that Rift? I've kind of missed things. Oh, initial Rift, good night, lads. Yeah, good night, buddy.
copies of this. Aisha, oh, you think she's the most popular? Yeah, I think Aisha is the most popular person in chat. She's a nice flirty lady. See you later, Salal. Have a good day. You love the Orc vehicles, awesome. Yeah, because even these bits have like a raised area. But I think I'll probably do a bit of a framework there and then fill them. Yeah. Everything's done. 20 to 12. Cool. So yeah, I'm going to film doing a bit of sprue glue on this side. And these bits here. Yeah, I think it's going to work well. Oh, delivery. So, excuse me while I just do that.
It wasn't for me. It's for a different number. Right, let's take that off. Yeah, it wasn't for me. I got really excited. Well, I wasn't expecting anything today because I've not ordered anything. But so that's the one good thing about living in the flats. If you're out, when they turn up, they push a buzzer and it just buzzes everyone's flat. So someone will buzz them in, and then they just leave parcels by the door. I should say it's pretty cool because it means if I go out, then I know. Well, stuff will be delivered. Oh, Streamlabs just woke up again.
Oh, Savage Patty using caps. Yeah, Streamlabs doesn't like caps. I've heard of autoflat before. Just wondered if Miniature Hobbyist has that setting. Auto flirt. I don't know. I don't think it's as much as auto flirt as just being happy and friendly. That's what I like to call it. I'm a happy, friendly kind of guy. I mean, even with the mask, I'm still happy, I'm still friendly. Maybe. There we go. Oh, pardon me. 3D printer is still 3D printing. So do you guys have anything exciting sort of planned up for the rest of the day? I say obviously when I finish this, I'm going to, well, I've got quite a bit of work to do sort of wedding wise. And I produce a calendar every year. I'll talk about it when I got this mask off, so I can't even hear myself. Yeah. Right, let's do it. Glue that in place first, and I'll put some there. Both said green wrong. Huh? I missed something again. EJ is going to go to bed and then mail some Sisters of Battle comics to a friend. Cool. Chris Spencer currently sanding down a plastic water pistol for priming. I've done a few of these before, making them look more real art and metal. Just filmed some sanding for a YouTube video. Cool. Very nice. Come on, stick. Alright, 13 more minutes and then I'm signing off. Green is best in slot. I'm confused. Ivan, hello from Russia. Hello from the UK. Good to have you here. Unfortunately, you've kind of joined right at the end, although you may have been here lurking, I'm not sure. I am just finishing off, and then I'm going to be stopping streaming today. But yeah, I am pleased with how this is looking. Let's turn it around so you can see the front. Let's put this on here. Lock it up.
Best in slot, best colour. Yeah, orange has got to be the best colour. It's a nice warm colour. It's the colour of the sun. Without the sun, we wouldn't be here. So orange has to be the best colour. I say orange just makes me feel happy because obviously, yeah, it reminds me of the sun, reminds me of being on the beach. It's a lovely colour. So orange is my favourite colour. Alright, I'm going to spend the next half hour getting glue off my fingers, I think. Right, okay. I'm about done, I think, for today's stream. I mean, I may do a little bit more to this tonight, but if I do, it won't be streamed. But to be honest, I might leave it to tomorrow. So I'm happy building this or working on this like only when I do live streams. Just I think it's fun for you guys to be there because I enjoy it. You get to see what it's like real time to build something. Especially because obviously there's quite a few people. Obviously my close sort of family, friend, relatives out there that are watching all the time. Obviously you're not real relatives, but I see you as being close and family. That have watched me live streaming all the time. So you've seen it from the very beginning, how it's progressed, and obviously how we've now got to this stage. Yeah, I'm kind of pleased with how it's looking. As I say, I probably won't do any more to this today because I want to do this live streaming with you guys. So tomorrow's live stream, again, 9 till 12 AM UK time. And tomorrow I'm going to be working on, so there's a box in the centre. There's a couple of little boxes that go either side. Yeah, there's some more obviously detailing bits all over. Yeah, so I'll do some of that. And again, I'll do some more. So tomorrow I'll probably do more stuff with the sprue glue. I don't want to do any more now because I've got other work I need to really be getting on with. And some emails to read. So yeah, so tomorrow 9 till 12 I will be back. Yeah, can't say no more than that. So have a good day guys, or good evening, or good morning, or whatever it is where you are. I hope it's good. I will see you on the next one. I'm going to block my face out first, so I'm going to stick my tongue out like I always do. Family watching is not good for me, sorry. No, it's not real family. I'm calling you guys family, Aisha. You guys are my family. Yeah. Cool. Okay guys, bye for now.